Do you still have lingering acne? Wake up in the morning, random zit on your face, but now you're also starting to see crow's feet and unwanted, blotchy, old person sun freckles on your face. Are you starting to worry, like, where is this going and what am I going to look like in a year or so? Well, I'm going to give you some ideas on what you can do to address both acne and sun damage together with some simple synergistic steps. Hi, I'm board-certified dermatologist and skin wellness expert, Dr. Cynthia Bailey, and I'm going to talk today about that combination of adult acne and early sun damage. What you can do about it, how you can address it without grabbing a product for the sun damage that ends up making the acne worse, or grabbing a product for the acne that ends up drying your skin out terribly and making all the sort of wrinkles and crinkles that you're starting to see in the mirror get worse. So first I want to talk about both acne and sun damage to give you some concept of why I'm going to recommend certain skincare and lifestyle choices that you can make which will synergistically help both conditions at the same time, and as an added bonus, help to make your body in general healthier. They're good recommendations for taking care of yourself as a whole. So first let's talk about acne. There's two main kinds of acne that happen in adulthood. One is acne vulgaris, which is the same kind of acne that we see most commonly in the teenage years. Acne vulgaris translates into common acne, and it's typically a T-zone issue, but in really bad cases can involve the entire face. And it's associated with blackheads, pustules, and cysts that develop. It's driven in some part, or at least there's an important role played by the bacterium called Propionibacterium acnes. And it's the common pimply teenage acne. The second kind of acne that's important is Pityrosporum folliculitis. Pityrosporum folliculitis is an acne that's driven by a yeast organism called Pityrosporum. It's different than acne vulgaris in that it often involves more along the rim of the hairline and the jaw here. There are closed blocked pores and open blocked pores. So you do have blackheads, but also lots of little studded, closed, blocked pores. And then the pustules tend to be brighter red. They tend to itch a little bit. There's not usually quite the cystic component to Pityrosporum folliculitis. Both conditions can exist at the same time, and how we treat them is important because there are some different distinguishing products that we want to use for the two different conditions. Now, they both also can heal with hyperpigmentation, so both acne and Pityrosporum folliculitis can leave you with brown marks and scars that will cause uneven pigmentation and that we'll want to address in your skincare routine. Sun damage, on the other hand, is a process whereby ultraviolet rays enter your skin and begin a biochemical cascade that leads to the damage of structures such as collagen and elastin. So collagen and elastin is broken down, and the collagen and elastin that you form after ultraviolet damage isn't lovely and fibrous like youthful collagen and elastin. It's now lumpy and contributes to that sallow complexion that we see with sun damage. The broken down collagen and elastin also contributes to the wrinkles, the crow's feet that you start to develop with sun damage. And ultraviolet exposure in general will lead to age spots and odd blotchy sun freckles that aren't cute like little kid freckles. They're sort of irregular and unattractive and not just across the top of your nose. Also important is what drives both of these conditions. So with acne, we used to think it was just a problem with the pores. We thought, oh, there's bacteria in the pores, there's something about the pores that's causing the dead skin cells to get clumpy. And it's really just a problem with the pores. So what we need to do is we need to treat the pores, and we need to be careful about what we put on the skin, because we don't want to make the dead skin cells in the pores clumpier and more prone to blackheads. Well, that's the old way of thinking back in the Stone Ages of when I was in dermatology training. Now we're looking at acne entirely differently. We're looking at it as an inflammatory condition. So inflammatory conditions include some other important conditions for your overall health and well-being, such as diabetes, heart disease, psoriasis as a dermatologic condition, and now acne vulgaris. Those are inflammatory conditions that are brought on by a generalized inflammatory milieu in your body's biochemistry. And lifestyle has a big role to play in whether you are pro-inflammatory or not so pro-inflammatory. So instead of just worrying about what you put on your skin when it comes to acne, we really need to be thinking about, how's your body doing? You know, are you prone to inflammation or not prone to inflammation? Because if you're not prone to inflammation, you'll be able to use products that might have triggered acne in your pro-inflammatory biochemistry. Sun damage is also interesting. It's not really just a structural breakdown of the skin. UV exposure through the generation of free radicals, which can be neutralized by antioxidants, leads to the degradation or the breakdown of your collagen and elastin and the damage of your cellular structures. So we want to be thinking about free radicals when we're thinking about sun damage, and the importance comes into play when we're crafting a skincare routine to address both conditions. So I want to talk about acne and sun damage in two different ways. I want to talk about the skincare that's going to help both of them, and then I also want to talk about diet and lifestyle choices that's going to help both of them. So I'm going to take skincare first. So with skincare, there are some commonalities in product ingredients that are going to help address both acne and sun damage. So first and foremost, one of the most helpful products that you can add to your skincare routine will be a retinoid. So retinoids include retinol, which is over the counter, and tretinoin, which is a prescription retinoid. And those both clean your pores out and diminish the cohesiveness of the dead skin cells in your pores that cause acne. They alter some of the immunology of your skin so that you're less inflammatory. And they, most importantly, help stimulate new collagen formation and slow down the breakdown of your collagen and elastin. And they will also brighten your complexion, giving you a dewy luster, and diminish the sallowness of your complexion. So they hit both mechanisms beautifully. Now, retinoids will make you more sun sensitive, so you're going to need to use a broad spectrum sunscreen in your skincare routine, which you need to do anyways because you want to stop the mechanism of UV induced damage to your skin. So retinoids are a nighttime product. Retinoids at night, a broad spectrum sunscreen during the day, is going to help with the sun damage, and the sunscreen is also going to help to mitigate the hyperpigmentation that can develop from existing acne lesions as they go through the healing process. A second important ingredient to consider adding to your skincare routine that will do double duty for you is glycolic acid. Glycolic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid. It's an excellent keratolytic, meaning it breaks down the plugs in the pores. It will brighten your complexion to improve the luster of it. It also turns on collagen formation genes in the dermis to help diminish the sallowness and rebuild lost collagen to fight the wrinkles and crinkles and crepiness of sun damage. It also helps to turn off hyperpigmentation. Retinoids do that as well. So you're decreasing the sun freckles that you're getting and the hyperpigmentation from healing acne lesions. So glycolic acid is a great addition to your skincare routine. And it also increases hyaluronic acid production in your dermis, which helps to impart a dewy, more youthful plumpness to what could be otherwise crepey and limp skin, which is part of sun damage. Then antioxidants are going to help with both of them. Antioxidants, the best antioxidants and the ones that I prefer for skincare are green tea polyphenols and vitamin C. And those are nicely added to your skincare routine, and they help to calm inflammation, to mitigate some of the mechanism of destruction of UV rays, turning on the degradative cascade in your skin that leads to sun damage. And they help with some of the redness of acne. They also help you tolerate the retinol or the retinol or tretinoin, and the glycolic acid, which can be a little bit irritating to your skin. So adding a green tea product and or a vitamin C product are good choices for your skincare routine. Now with all those three products, retinoid, glycolic acid, or antioxidants, you want professional grade products with high concentrations created by excellent chemists that are mindful that these ingredients are sometimes unstable in product formulations. And you want high concentrations. You can start with the lowest version of professional products for the glycolic and retinoid, but work your way up to as high as your skin will let you go. Now the other product ingredient you can add to your skincare routine for acne is benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide is excellent at controlling the P. acnes germ. It is irritating, however, and doesn't always play well with some of the other ingredients. So I like it as a spot treatment for that unfortunate pimple that comes up in spite of your best efforts. That said, if you have a patch that's maybe going through of skin that's going through an acne-prone phase where you're just getting a lot of pimples and cysts and you're just like over it, you can put the benzoyl peroxide on that once or twice a day for a couple weeks, a month, just to sort of get that P. acnes germ kind of squashed so that your skin has a better chance of not surprising you in the morning with pimples. And then additionally, if you think you have that pityrisporum folliculitis type of acne, washing with a pyrithione zinc soap is a great way to deliver an ingredient to your skin that helps to combat the pityrisporum yeast. So those are the important skincare steps that are going to do an excellent job at addressing both your acne and sun damage. Now on to diet and lifestyle. So we've mentioned that acne is driven by a pro-inflammatory state, and the good news with that is things that are good for your health in general are going to help put you out of that pro-inflammatory state so that your skin is not so twitchy and prone to surprising you with pimples in the morning. Those same diet and lifestyle choices are also going to increase your vitality and improve the color and the look of your skin, so you're going to get extra beauty benefits from adopting some of these practices, which are also going to help you fight acne. And in addition, they're going to load your skin with antioxidants, which are going to help you defend yourself a little bit from sun damage, so to slow the otherwise what will be rapid accumulation of signs of sun damage, which you don't want. So what are the best steps for you to focus on to try to slow down the acne and build a lot of vitality? Well, some of this is stuff you already know, but it's good to look at it in this context. First is eating the rainbow of fresh fruits and produce. And actually, I want to say that differently. Eating the rainbow of fresh vegetables and fruits. That's because I like vegetables more than fruits. They have a lower sugar content. So there's a term I'm going to introduce you to called glycemic index. And the glycemic index of a food is how rapidly the food increases the blood sugar in your in your body. And you want to focus on foods that have a lower glycemic index, because higher glycemic index foods will fuel acne. So you want to focus on foods with a lower glycemic index, and that is vegetables. So you want to eat a lot of vegetables, but you can also eat fruits. Definitely do not eat really high glycemic index foods, which would be your refined carbs, Oreos, junk food, Hershey's Candy Kisses, foods with obviously a lot of sugar, and if they do have flours in them, they're not whole grains, they're refined, they just, bam, your blood sugar goes up. You know it, you feel it, they're addicting, and they're gonna cause you to pop zits all over your face in the morning. So you want to eat lower glycemic index foods, and instead you want to crowd out your tendency to want to eat your junk food by eating fruits and veggies, or veggies and fruit. So you want to find a way to make those veggies and fruits something that you enjoy eating, and not just grab that Snickers bar at 4 in the afternoon because you have to keep going and you're starting to feel tired. The other point that's going to help with both issues is beta-carotene rich foods. So if you focus on eating beta-carotene rich foods, you're going to get a nice, beautiful glow to your skin. Beta-carotene is a very important precursor to vitamin A in the body, and it helps you with the whole issue of replenishing your antioxidant supply to diminish the sun damage and to balance inflammation in terms of your propensity for acne. So beta-carotene rich foods include carrots, winter squash, and dark leafy greens like kale. You want to eat more omega-3 rich foods because they are anti-inflammatory, and this is a problem of inflammation with acne, and a problem of free radicals with the sun damage. So you want to eat omega-3 rich foods, and those would be salmon, flax seeds, walnuts are some of the tastiest. And then we also know that when you're not getting enough sleep, you don't look so good, you tend to have a sallow complexion, dark circles under your eyes, and you're also more prone to getting acne. Same with stress. Stress will drive acne as well. So you want to be sure you're saying no when you can say no, and getting your full night's sleep that your body needs. And then exercise helps as well. You want to get your 150 minutes a week of aerobic exercise, even if it's something as simple as parking the car farther away and walking 30 minutes, or walking when you run your errands. You want to try to get a cumulative 150 minutes of aerobic exercise in again. It will increase the blood flow to your skin, to pink up your complexion, and help to change the physiology in your skin to combat both acne and just the degradative changes associated with aging and sun damage. So, are you using a retinoid, and are you using a sunscreen right now? That's one of the simplest things you can do with skincare. And are you eating more veggies and fruit than you are junk food? Do you have a strategy for that? I'd be curious to know. I hope this information helped. If it did, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you have friends that might be interested, please share. Thank you.